everyone. How you going? Hopefully you're having a nice day and your doTERRA organisations are flourishing beautifully. I wanted to go through a couple of tips and techniques on how to get started when you're first starting out building your structure, and I do feel that this is a very important part to be on top of and to know what you're doing when you're getting started. It could be the difference between you getting paid and you not getting paid and not rank advancing. So I want to make sure that you guys are rank advancing and getting paid and taking advantages as much as possible of this very generous commission system that doTERRA provides. So I wanted to firstly start out by saying that what is in the past is in the past. We can't change that. I myself and Renee, we've made all the mistakes possibly known to man when it comes to placements. We actually had 30 people on our top line when we first started, and this was just part of our learning process. So the past is in the past. Let's move forward, and I wanted to show you how to get started. So what I wanted to focus on to start with is two legs at the start. So I also wanted to go through a couple of things about classification of sharers, builders and livers, and some placeholders and transferees. So to start with, we want to focus on two legs. We don't want to branch out more than 4 or 5 people wide when we first start building our organisation. So when we start and we have 2 people on our top line, some people make the mistake of waiting until they have a builder. So they keep on building across and across and across, kind of like this organisation and this poor guy down here, because he hasn't been given the guidance. And it's important that you give your team the guidance as well once you've learned how to structure it in two legs, that you also support your team that are coming in underneath you who are actively sharing and building. So to start out with, ultimately what we want is we want people who are active sharers or builders on our top line, because that means that yes, they're open to hosting a workshop, yes, they're actively building the business, they're doing the 221, or they're doing some form of that where they're working on themselves, personal growth, and sharing the oils. They are committed to sharing doTERRA, and they're doing the things required to build a business. So let's just say we've got an active sharer that we first come into, and this is a great situation because we can be confident that they're going to at least do 100 to 125 PV per month, and we can start building underneath them. So you can see I've got duplicated 2 legs going down underneath these couple of people here. So this person who's a dedicated active sharer or builder, and you've had your game plan interview with them, you've shown them the success strategy, and they've committed to actually taking the first steps, and they've also hosted a workshop. So let's just say they host a workshop, and this is their first group of people that they host a workshop with, and this person here could be this person's sister. Okay, so this person's sister, they say to this person that they are interested in sharing the product. Now what that means, and what I want to focus on today, is people who are sharing. So the business is built on sharing. It's not built on people who are actively sharing or building business. When you get these people, great. But to be honest, there's going to be a lot more people who are open to sharing, which means in definition, they are willing or they're open to hosting a workshop, and they're happy to refer people to you to be aligned with wholesale accounts, and to also have their wellness consult, and to join into your groups and workshops for additional information and assistance. So 2, we're focusing on people who are open to hosting workshops and sharing and referring people to you. So this person here, their sister, they host a workshop. She has a couple people that attend the workshop at her house, for example, and we're going to prioritize some of these people who enroll under her. And let's just say these people that enroll under her, there's a couple of people who are, just from the get-go, and ideally you want to have people do a wellness consult in the 2 weeks prior to you place your move. Sometimes you need to go with your gut instinct when you're doing a placement change. So it's very important, as soon as you enroll somebody, you set a reminder straight in your phone straight away that you need to move these people within 2 weeks. And when I say 2 weeks, it's 14 days, including the day of enrollment. So if you enroll later in the day, that's the first day. So you start from the day they enroll, count forward 14 days, that's the last day that you can move them. I suggest checking in at the 12-day mark at the latest. Make sure you've had a wellness consult or you've at least touched base with this person. The worst case scenario, you go with your gut instinct on your first impressions, or if you think that they were open to hosting a workshop, or they're possibly interested in maybe even building a business, or they have a business and they could integrate it with it. Maybe you want to prioritize them up towards the top of the placement structure you're doing in comparison to down the bottom, where they just do occasional orders, or perhaps just use the product and not share. So let's go back to the sister here. She has a couple of people attend her event, and the people under her, you have your wellness consults with them, and a couple of these people, they say that they might be open to hosting some workshops. This person here, they're a number 3. This person here down the bottom, they might be a 2, or they started out as 3 and then they get an experience with the oil. So this is what happens quite regularly. You might have somebody who you think is a number 3 or a liver and user, and then they have an experience with the oils. This is how most people get started, and it's just so important to focus a lot of your energy on those users and the opportunity for people to wake up, to share the oils and possibly even subsidize your income and become an active sharer and builder. So this person down here, they started as a 3, they become a 2, they host a workshop, they actually host 2 workshops, and these people underneath them are enrolled. And what we may need to make sure that whenever we host a workshop, or a sharer, a builder, an active sharer, whoever hosts a workshop, we want to make sure that these people that we're placing underneath them are always enrolled by this person here. Now, to ensure that this person gets their fast start bonus, which is 20% of whatever of the PD value of what anybody buys in the first 60 days, we need to make sure they have a 100 PV LRP in place at the time of enrollment. So before any of these people enrolled as this person or under this person, make sure they have 100 PV LRP. So not everyone will be open to doing this, and this is where I feel there should be a choice whether or not the host either gets a host gift or they get the commissions, and it's their choice whether or not they want to do the 100 PV LRP. One tactic or strategy you can use to encourage people, which is we want people to get the commissions, is to show people the benefits of the Loyalty Rewards program, our sharers, and get them to do a wish list. So say, okay, what kind of oils are you hoping to get? What are the oils that you want? Okay, let's create a wish list, and with that wish list, you can put that on the Loyalty Rewards program, and they can earn free product, get the shipping paid for, and then whatever commissions they get, they can actually start to use that AR balance or whatever commissions they earn to pay for those oils on their wish list. So we definitely want them to start earning commissions at all costs. But we're placing people in order of preference with our livers down towards the bottom. Needless to say that some people could wake up and they could want to share and start building down underneath. But you can see I've only got 2 people here. So same situation here. This person hosts another workshop with somebody else who is a sharer, and we have a bit of a situation where this happens, and then we get a 1, a 2, a 3. This person changes their mind, they become a 3, that's fine. And we keep on going down. This person's a 2, this person's a 1, and they continue to share as we go down through and maintaining that 2-leg structure. So I wanted to also explain the situation of where you have 2 legs and you want to ultimately start creating a structure under people who are committed to at least 100 or 125 PV on or before the 15th of the month. So they can rank as executive with the 2,000 organizational volume. And then ultimately at the end of the day, you want to aim for premier with the overall volume of 5,000. So where that gets you is average income of around about $500 to $600 per month. And that's including the empowerment bonus, which is a great thing that doTERRA has just bought in. And what you need to do to qualify that is qualify as Premier and do 1 enrollment per month. So just 1 enrollment, that's all. And it's just a stimulation and encouragement for people to just stay active in the business and just continue to share the benefits of the essential oils, host workshops, etc. So, ideal world, right? My first person I introduced to, they're a number 1. They're an active sharer or a builder. They're actually taking the steps to be involved in the business, and they want to either subsidize their income or replace and increase their income. So let's just say this person here, I'm going to give you a couple of situations where we might find it, and I don't want anybody to go further than 5 people across on their top line when they're first starting out. Because it doesn't matter if this person is a number 3 and they're not doing LRP or anything like that, but you're not left with any other option. This person's a 3, this person's a 3, this person's a 3. I want you to focus on 2 legs to start with. And one strategy you can do, if you're mindful of this when you first get started, because we want to get you to Premier as quick as possible, right? One strategy you can use is you can put a placeholder in this leg here. So what a placeholder, and some people refer to this as a ghost account, is this could be a friend, a family member, somebody you can trust who is willing to help you out in your business venture, and they go on LRP, the account's in their name, they are placing an LRP ideally every month, but they may not be able to afford the 100 PV per month or not be willing to do that, which is fine. You can actually top up that LRP, so you're placing a second LRP order that brings it up to 100 points. You could have a very generous family member or friend that is willing to do 100 PV until you find somebody who is brand new to doTERRA, who wants to actively share or build the business. You've gone over the success strategy with them. You're 100% certain that they are going to be dedicated to at least doing 100 PV per month, and preferably actively sharing or building the business, yeah? So this placeholder in that situation, they would give up their account to a transferee. So they would go, right, I'm here for you. I want you to succeed in this. It's fine for you to transfer me out of that account and transfer somebody who is brand new to doTERRA into one of those 2 legs that you've built a structure under. So this transferee, they've gone into that placeholder situation, and let's just say they're a number 2. They're not a number 1, but that's okay. Remember, this business is built on sharing, okay? So people who are open to hosting a workshop and referring people onto you so you can help them with their health concerns, show them the benefits of the lifestyle replacement program, the LRP, and continue to get their product for free and perhaps even step into an active sharing role. This is how people wake up, by offering this opportunity. So when we go to our second leg here, we've transferred this person who is a number 2, and then we have a situation where we have a number 1. So this could be somebody who is enrolled by you, not by this person here, they're enrolled by you. And this is a good situation, and it's important to continue to build under these two legs, because this person here, they're in number one, and they're going to start hosting workshops and getting out and sharing the oils, sharing samples, getting contacts, following people up, and they start to align people underneath them, and you're showing them how to build two lines at first as well. So they continue to align people and get a couple of ones and twos and threes. There's another three here. This person's a two. This person's a one, etc. So because you've enrolled this number one person, this is your ranking executive to start with. You remember the 2,000 volume requirement to get to your 5,000 overall to become a premier. This person here, they actually can leapfrog this person here. If this person, they start out guns a-blazing, you've done a success strategy with them, but life happens. Life situations happen, people change their mind. That's okay, because people can actually leapfrog, not in the organization. This person will always be there, and they'll always benefit from this person downline from them. But this person here can become your ranking elite or executive for you to be premier or silver. That is possible. So don't worry if these people on your top line or your second line or your third line aren't your ranking members. And this is why it's important to realize that it's okay if the past has passed and you've made some mistakes and you build your organization too long and flat like this guy here, or you've gone out completely to flat to start with. It doesn't matter, because you can rank off whatever level. You can rank on the 6th or 7th level. You don't want to build too far down and go like beyond 15 levels down. And that's why it's important to sort of like spread out a little bit in that 2x2 structure when you're first starting out. But once people have hit premier, then we can actually start building out to our third leg. And we're going to have a couple of people on our top line when we first start out. Sometimes you might forget to move people into your two legs when you first start out. Or you might be going for the power of three. But remember, power of three is second priority to rank. You want to focus on ranking at first. So let's just say that you've hit premier, okay? And that's what we want to focus on. That's when you can start building out the power of three and getting the power of three and start building under these legs here. And once again, you're going down in this 2x2 structure to help these people rank to, this could be a 2 or a 1, rank as premier, because we want to get people to premier as quick as possible, yeah? You should be able to make people or provide, help, assist people, not make people, get to premier within 3 months. I think that's really achievable. When you structure correctly, and this is why I'm making this video, because I'm seeing people not focusing on the two legs, not using some of the strategies that you can to help you get to premier quicker. I also wanted to just provide this example here where this poor person, they're a number 1 or a 2 down here, and potentially what can happen if you don't show people how to structure their organization with two legs, then potentially this will happen, and they'll just flatline and they'll have a huge top line. And what happens possibly is they will lose momentum, they'll lose steam, and they'll perhaps drop off. So we don't want that. We want to keep an eye out for these people who are building, who are enrolling. Have a look at your top enrollers, or have a look at how many people have enrolled and who you need to reach out to say to, hey, congratulations on those first enrollments or enrollments, you've done so well. Now let's work with each other to have a look at who are your active sharers or builders, your sharers, your livers, and how we can structure your organization to duplicate this two legs to start with, yeah? So very important. We don't want to see this. And at the same time, like I said, the past is past. accept, move on, grow where you planted, and start to duplicate, produce these two legs. Once we've got to Premier and as ranking as Premier, and it's a solid, sustainable Premier, and you've got some of these people showing them the benefits of the lifestyle replacement program, the LRP, and they're loving the oils. They're getting their perhaps getting some products for free. They're getting their shipping paid for. Then you want to move out to your third leg, yeah? Only after you've made solid Premier rank. When you move out to your third leg, that's when you can start to focus on your power of 3 and then start to produce that in your download. So you don't have to get your team the power of 3. It is a nice thing to do, and you can do that. What I suggest you do is focus on getting yourself the power of 3, the first level, the US $50, which is around about 65 Australian dollars. Get that for yourself and then show your downline how to do that. So once they have actually got themselves their 2 legs, then yes, cool. Show them how to get the power of 3. And this combined volume here is 600 PV. This person here has got 100 PV. This person 100, 100, 100. Or preferably 125 on or before the 15th of the month. So they're getting the free product of the month. This is what we want to aim for. 125 PV on or before the 15th of the month, because this gives us the ability or the opportunity to see where we are halfway through the month and see where we need to place our energy in our structure. So that brings me on to making sure on or before the 15th of the month, and these are some realistic goals as well, that you fill out your rank planners. So these are the rank planners here, and they're available from sharesuccess.com or our Google Drive. That's the elite one, and I believe that anybody can produce this. And the reason why I believe anybody can become an elite is because there's no structuring requirements. It's purely just a 3,000 volume requirement. If you're serious about your business and you want to show people how to get to Premier and build Premiers, Premiers make golds, golds make blue diamonds, okay? So you want to aim for Premier to start with, and you aim for Premier by building your 2 legs. You're reviewing your why every time you do your rank planner halfway through the month. You're doing an I am affirmation. So this is based on perfect affirmation templates. Louise Hay, tick of approval here. I am Premier on or before this date, and I'm anchoring it with a feeling. I feel fantastic, I feel amazing, I feel accomplished for reaching this goal. And then you're breaking it down into who your number 1 builder is, who your number 2 builder is, what your typical volume is. So have a look at your past 3 months history to see what the volume it is underneath that builder. Write that in, and then you can see how much volume is required underneath that leg to hit your goal of being Premier for that month. So let's just say this one is 1,000 typical volume. We looked at the previous 3 months, and you need another 1,000 to get there. So you want to, halfway through the month, you go, right, okay, I need to focus some energy under this leg, book in some workshops, invite people along, show people the benefits of the Loyalty Rewards program, and get that leg up to 2,000. And then this leg, so you focus more of your energy on this. Say if this one here was at 1,500 organizational volume, that only needs another 500. You've got half the month to do that. So obviously you put more energy on your leg that needs 1,000 in comparison to your leg that needs 1,500, yeah? To make sure or help you reach your goal of hitting Premier. So please take a look at these rank planners. They're so powerful. The elite planner, this is focused on just doing classes. So this is a great goal to have if you're working with sharers, to make it a bit lighter, just to show them that this is as easy as just hosting some workshops. If they hosted 3 workshops and they had around 15 enrollments from those 3 workshops, 5 for each, then they're going to rank as Premier. You can rank as Premier in a month or over 3 months easily. I believe that Premier is also, if you're really committed and your structure right, you can hit Premier in 3 months easily as well. So they're just a couple of tips for you guys for structuring. And just on a final note, keep in mind that the diagram that I've done here, this is not real world. This is a diagram that I'm trying to show you as realistically as possibly what some possible scenarios could be. Don't be concerned if your structure doesn't look anywhere near as tidy as this, because in the real world it doesn't. It does not look like those perfect 3x3x3 power of 3 structures that you see in all the commission summaries or how the commission works. That's not what your organization will look like. So don't get stressed out when you look at your structure, your tree of love, your organization, and you start to feel a bit overwhelmed and stressed when you go, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. What have I done? Break it down and just remember you're focusing on the volume under 2 legs to begin with. Please always set a reminder 14 days after you enroll someone at the latest, preferably 12 days. Always move people unless you've had you've gone through the success strategy, you've had a business meeting, and you are 100% adamant that they are at least committed to 100 PVLRP, or B, they want to share and build a business, they're 100% committed, then it's okay to leave them on your top line and perhaps build out a 3rd leg. Hope you guys have found this video assistive and helpful, and please do reach out to me if you need any assistance with structuring. If you have any questions, any doubts, any concerns, I'm more than happy to help. Thanks so much. See ya.